Hello all. May 16th, 2012. Alright, I've been in a conversation with some people that are denying that we're out of resources, or that there's even such thing as resource depletion. That they believe that all the resources are continuously made inside the planet and are pushed out so that we'll never run out of anything. And I thought that we would try and see what science thought about that, because there's some real basic science in play here. Let's go to the board, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, as we know, our planet is round. It really is round, it's not flat. So what we're going to do is we're just going to change this a little bit to make it easier to understand what I'm trying to say. This is now the planet Earth, alright? This is our air around it, our oxygen. Alright, I don't have a blue pen, but if I had a working blue, this would be blue. Humans live on top here, right? Okay, so here we have humans living on top of this rim that goes all the way around the planet. And we take out what we need. So the first layer right down here is steel. Okay. Then we have another layer of copper, right? Silicon and silicate. Precious gems, diamonds. And oil. Coal, natural gas. Okay. Now, looking at that, can you honestly tell me that there's no way you can run out of something? This is just a big glass. The faster you take this material out, right, and you change it into a gas, and you put it all into the atmosphere, right, and into the oceans. So as you use this up, as you take it and change it into a gas, there is nothing coming up from down here. And if there was, it would not be infinite. There would be a finite amount of each type of thing. So as we take copper and various bits of silicone or whatever it is that we're after, right, and we just keep using it up, and whether it's being changed into something in the air or something you throw into the ground, you know, after you're done with it, like an old computer or screen or something that doesn't get recycled, and you keep using up the material, and you put more and more people on the planet, right? Okay, and you just keep doubling your population and doubling and doubling, and you take more and more of this out, right? Yeah, there's always going to be some left because of just it's so hard to get to all of it. But eventually it's going to be too expensive and too difficult to get it. It'll take more energy to get this out than to leave it in. So this proves that the denialists have their bottoms up their heads. Sometimes you just have to look at things a little bit differently, and then you sort of understand. It's not that complicated. That's why we say it's a finite resource. Okay, I hope that helped a little bit. So you just think of it as a glass, and the more straws you put in it, the more drill, baby, drill, the faster the glass empties. So you're better off to immediately start thinking about alternatives, like we've talked before about the vacuum tube transport, which people deny can even work. They say you can't hold a pressure seal. That's funny. The most complicated machine on the planet is an aircraft, and it seems to hold pressure just fine. If it didn't, your blood would be boiling at 30,000 feet. Okay, let's go check out Brent Crude prices. All right. Well, as we know, the stock market has been going up and down, but mostly down because of what's happening all over the globe, especially in Europe. And I have to say, I sure appreciate Europe taking the stance that they are. You know, not putting up with this austerity. Basura. Alright, let's get on to the futures. It started out up here, came back down, back up, and then plunged down to almost 109.5. Came back up and kind of did the wiggly, and came back up to almost 111.5. And then went back down, up, and is finishing off right now at about 110.5. Oh, look. Did you guys see this up here? It looks like a little television. I wonder what's behind there. It's it continues to go down, up and down, just like peak oil, huh? Just like they've been predicting, is that the peak oil would just, as predicted, oil prices would go up and down, but they would never go down as far as they did last time. Alright, it's a bit foggy outside, but we'll go try this anyway. We'll go look at barges in the bay. Yesterday, there were 3 barges in the bay, which I'm absolutely sure now is something to do with refining gasoline in California. But it's still a good measurement to watch to see how local supplies in the States are going. Okay, well, we're up here at our lookout for barges in San Francisco Bay, the oil barges. I'll have you look, see how many you see. Yeah, it's fog. It's our fog season. Okay, for the next little piece of news, nobody's going to be mentioning much of this. I got it off RT, Russia Today. They are reporting that Chicago and Pittsburgh in the US are installing what is called Big Brother lampposts. Each lamppost $3,000. They will be deployed throughout these cities first and then around the country. What it does, it's a smart pole. It will have sophisticated cameras in there to spy on everybody. It also, the big thing is it has these microphones that can pick up conversation. So if you're outside talking, you know, they've got the camera on you and the microphone on you if they suspect, regardless if you're guilty or not. That's what Big Brother is all about, you know. Go back and watch Back to the Future and read Big Brother. You'll see what I mean, that it is coming true. So my question has to be, how many lampposts are there in Chicago and Pittsburgh? Millions times 3,000, and we can't find any better use for this money? Okay, one more thing I wanted to show you. Let's go look. For a little bit of good news, Pink Barrio finally has found some t-shirts on peak oil. I'll show you 3 of them in the description on Pink Barrio. You can go look at the t-shirts. These are done by local artisans, not the 1% corporatists. So if you were to buy any of these peak oil t-shirts, you'd be paying money to the artists, to the manufacturer, the distributor, and not a bit of it would be going to the corporates. Okay, I see something in the background, right back over there. Let's go take a look. Okay, there's something behind that. There's something behind there. It's basically A to Z, the alphabet. I have 1 letter behind there. Okay, today we're going to try this a little differently. Last time nobody guessed it that wrote it down. Alright, so go to the comment section, either on YouTube or Pink Barrio, and just write down the letter, just the letter that you think is behind there. Now we're going to try some clairvoyance here. Come on, people, think. The letter's right there. See, I'll get the lens so close that you guys can almost taste it. Okay, until next time.